What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae. The first week back again for another video. Y'all know we do that JJK every week, unless there's a break, obviously, like last week. You know what I'm saying? But here we are once again with that JJK. Last chapter, Gege, that man, he misled me like crazy, man. At first, I thought that, well, I was iffy. I was iffy on both of them. First, I was thinking that Remi was going to be the one that's lying, which was going to be the most obvious because of her face and all that. And, like, you can't trust her. And I thought that the kid, since he knew Yuji, that he wouldn't do that. But then I started to think, like, maybe the kid actually will lure him that way because just the way that he, like, I forgot what he said, but, like, he was basically saying, like, oh, Yuji doesn't know. I forgot. He said something about Yuji that made me think, oh, maybe he is trying to lure him in. And then I started to think that it was actually him that was the one that was lying instead of Remi. And plus, he kind of looked like the guy anyway, because they both have like light hair or something, or I guess blonde type hair. So yeah. But then we seen that Higuruma, or Yuji had actually came up to Higuruma, and Remi had led Megumi into what's that guy? Reggie. Reggie. It's funny how his name is Reggie. He's just so different from everybody else. But yeah, it made him lured Megumi to him. So yeah, that's what we got into. So that was a good misdirect, I guess, kinda. At least, well, my brain was misdirecting myself. But at the same time, I think Akutame did that as well, because the transitions and all that too, which was cool. But yeah, we seen Higuruma and Yuji, they started to just talk to each other, kind of have a conversation. Yuji was just trying to tell him about this whole situation and yada yada yada, all this shit. And it looks like they're about to fight right now. So, you know what I'm saying? And also, I like that showing Higuruma in the bathtub. It kind of reminded me of Song-woo from Squid Game. I wonder if that was like some kind of reference, because it was, you know what I'm saying? It looks very reminiscent of that. Dude's in the suit and he's in the tub. But anyway, let's get into this next chapter. I've been waiting, and I know you guys have been waiting too. So let's get into it. Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 164. The Shikigami, Higuruma holds 100 points. He may have killed 20 sorcerers, so instead of charging, I'll start on the defensive, but I'll be ready for any attack. I love this Yuji, man. He was not like this at first. He was always kind of, I mean, he was about to smoke. No, he was, but at the same time, he was very hesitant or very cautious, but he's determined and confident. Like, this is a different kind of Yuji we haven't seen before. Well, it really started since Shibuya. That's when he really started to get into his element. Oh, he's doing a domain expansion? Whoa, deadly sentencing. Of course that makes sense. Deadly sentencing. A domain before he can activate his curse technique. I've got to take him out. He came in to kick him. Oh, shit. This domain forbids the use of violence for both of us. Whoa, this is a crazy domain. I like it. So basically, it's like, I think I know, before I even really get into it, I think I know what it's going to be. It's going to have to be something about, like, of course, judging. It's called deadly sentencing. So I'm assuming that whoever loses this quote unquote case, or like whatever this dispute is, will be the one that would die, essentially, or something like that, or like lose, die. It's called deadly sentencing. So you assume that you probably die. So I'm assuming that basically they're both going to talk about whatever they believe in, their ideologies or their sides or whatever, you know, like in the court. And then whoever wins, and whoever loses, they die in this. So this is interesting. It's very interesting. It's a domain without violence. I like that. That's different, very different. We haven't seen that before. Yeah, this is cool. Let's see. This domain forbids, yeah, okay. Both of us, I'm back where I started, yes, but verbal violence is another matter. Judgment, please begin. Yuji Itadori lies under the suspicion of entering the Maji Vegas Pachinko parlor on July 16, 2017 in Sendai City, Miyagi Prefecture, despite being under 18 years of age. Huh? No, wait, Judgment knows everything. Judgment knows everything about everyone inside this domain, but don't worry, I do not have that information. The verdict depends solely upon the arguments that you and I present. That's exactly what I was thinking. In this evidence, he has like this envelope. Judgment has submitted this for deliberation. What the? The evidence is not necessarily conclusive, and you will not be told what is inside. You must state your case to dispel all doubt, and thereby win a pronouncement of innocence from judgment. Is this curse technique for trials? He's wearing a badge. He's a real lawyer, yep, and he's prosecuting me. Higuruma is a modern man, but this domain reminds me of something Master Tenjin said. Domains used to be a more common technique for sorcerers in the past. The reason is that many domains now involve deadly can't miss attacks, but they weren't always that way. Yeah, that makes sense, because this domain definitely does seem, how Tenjin just said that, how he explained that most of the domains now are like deadly, but at the same time I think his still applies to that, because it's not violence, like physical violence to death, but it could be like the whole prosecution shit, and then you die in the end. So I guess it's the same criteria as the modern day domains, but who knows? He might end up having like an older one. I don't know. They merely forced targets inside to obey the curse technique rule. Only your feet may touch the ground, and if you step outside, you lose. Huh? Seriously? They're showing sumo wrestling. That was how domains function. Constructing a domain that is meant to be lethal requires immense skill, so the number of users decrease. That means this domain isn't necessarily fatal and can't physically harm me. Plus, it relies on a binding vow that requires an explanation of the rules. You have one chance to make a statement, as do I. After your statement, I will offer a rebuttal based on this evidence, then judgment will deliver a lawful verdict. What happens if he says I'm guilty? Sorry, but I don't have to answer that, but I will tell you this instead. You have three options: silence, confession, denial. A denial may include false statements, so I can lie in court. If everyone told the truth, there'd be no need for trials. Exactly. Begin your defense. Judgment isn't very patient. Man, this chapter kind of fire. I like this. It's very different. I really did go on the pacing, on the pachinko parlor and play the machines. I think I even won. So lying is the only way to get off. The problem is I don't know what the evidence is. The evidence is not necessarily conclusive. If the evidence does, this boy Yuji thinking, that boy thinking. If the evidence doesn't prove I entered the pachinko parlor, I just need to stay silent or deny it. If the evidence only proves I entered the parlor, can I say it was for another reason? But if the evidence is, then I wouldn't be admitting it. I wouldn't be admitting I went in, thereby digging my own grave. If the evidence proves I not only went in but also played, then I'm basically screwed. I could try confessing in hopes of a lighter sentence, but does this court even do that kind of thing? Hey, at least Yuji thinking. Usually he's like a stupid, you know what I'm saying? He even called himself stupid before, you know, when it's like anything that has nothing to do with fighting, he's one of those. But hey, I mean, this is kind of like fighting, but at the same time, he got to really think his way through this. Yes, I went to the pachinko parlor in Maji Vegas, but only to take a dump. Oh my God. So I'm innocent. I refuse to choose. I don't know if I can plead extenuating circumstances here, but I think I'll make the best impression. Oh, that's so. Now it's my turn. This is an image from the security camera at a cash exchange window near Maji Vegas on the day in question. Does not this individual exhibit the appearance and build of the accused? He like, damn it, fuck. Pairing his photo with his own admission of entering the premises casts his story about the restroom in doubt. It is certain that despite being underage, he entered with the intent of playing the machines. So what? I'm guilty of. So what am I guilty of? The establishment expressly forbids entry to minors. So unlawfully entry. Article 130 Penal Code. After all laws specifically for entertainment establishments don't allow punishing minors. Oh, that's not fair. Should I have chosen? Then there's nothing I could have said. On the contrary, Japan forbids gambling, so parlors and cash exchanges are separate legal entities. In some cases, multiple parlors share one exchange, but you're only on trial for the parlor. You just needed to deny it by saying I've never seen that pachinko parlor. Now for the verdict, guilty. Confiscation. Oh, what the fuck? I'm out of the domain, but judgment found me guilty. I don't feel any different. And then that boy Higuruma did an uppercut. Oh, no. He hit him with the mallet, or he threw the mallet. Damn. Did that hammer, that mallet, threw that shit. Oh, my. What's going on? I really don't know what's going on. Oh, shit. He about to. Ooh, he hit Yuji. Yuji blocked it with his arm, though, I think. I don't think he was aiming at his arm. I think Yuji blocked. Okay. The gavel, he can make appear. Yeah, this gavel, he can make it appear and disappear and can even change the size. But what's worse, you're tough. I can't control my curse energy. Yeah, that's one thing I got going for me. So he's just gonna be boxing with this boy Higuruma. He's gonna be swinging that mallet at him, and then he's gonna be boxing. I mean, usually always be boxing, but. And also, I did say this before, but I really do like how the Judgment looks. That's his name, the Judgment. He looks like the Menos Grande from Bleach, kind of, but he looks better. You know what I'm saying? Not that long ass nose, but it looks really cool and creepy. I like it. It's interesting. Matter of fact, it looks like kind of feminine in a way. Like when you look at the mouth and the lips, and the little lines can look like eyelashes. That reminded me, what did he say? He said something about like Higuruma. He said in his chapter, he said something about, I forgot how he referred to, I don't remember what it was. You guys know what I'm talking about though. He said something about like mother-in-law or something like that. Or, you know what, let me try to find it actually. Here we go. Lady Justice. Okay, that's what I was trying to, I knew it said like I said mother-in-law. Lady Justice, that's what it was. He had referred to and y'all probably seen the edit right there. I probably skipped all the way here because, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want y'all to sit here the whole time for like 2 minutes for me trying to find a fucking panel. So yeah, I skipped. Okay, you know what I'm saying, I cut it out. But anyway, yeah, this is what he was talking about. Talking about Lady Justice, and she looks, I think that the Judgment looks like Lady Justice. Like that's the, you know what I'm saying, that's the personification of that. That's why I said it looks kind of feminine, and I think that works. So I like it. And he said, even if I'm the only one, I want to keep my eyes open, because he said like people ever since I was a kid, I couldn't leave things alone if something wasn't right, and that hasn't changed. Lady Justice wears a blindfold to represent the laws. You see, and you notice how the Judgment, like, eyes was closed. So I like that symbolism, because he said Lady Justice wears a blindfold to represent the laws impartially, and people close their eyes to spare themselves the truth. But even so, in order to not shake off the hands that cling to me, even if I'm the only one, I want to keep my eyes open. You know what I'm saying? So I really like that. That's one of my favorite quotes and panels in JJK. Something I really like. It basically explains his character just in one panel. That's all it needed, was one panel to explain his character. And it took one chapter for me to say he's already in my top like 15 or even 10. I don't know. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, I gotta look back. But yeah. I like this chapter a lot though, because like I said, it was kind of comedic, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all know what I mean. It was a little comedic, which I very much like. I love comedy type stuff. But yeah, and I really like Yuji's not Yuji, Higuruma. I like his whole aesthetic, his look and everything, his domain, mallet shit. It's all cool. I wonder if we're gonna continue the next chapter on this fight, or we're gonna go to Megumi, Remi, and Reggie. Megumi, Reggie, and Remi, and see what's going on with them. Then we go back to this, or we go somewhere else. I wonder when we're gonna get to the other colonies, because I remember, I think Utah's in like a different colony, right? I think he is in a different colony. He's like in colony like 2 or something like that, because I think the one that Yuji, Megumi, Panda, and Hakari, I believe they're still in there too. We just haven't seen them in a minute. But yeah, I think Utah's in like colony 2 or something like that. So yeah, we'll see what's happening with everybody else as well eventually, you know. I want to see more people that enter the game from our side, like maybe Maki, or maybe even Nobara. I don't know. If she's alive, who knows, you know? I think she is though, but yeah. So yeah, let me know down below what you guys thought about this chapter, my reaction, my review, all that good stuff. And just stay tuned for more videos. I think Fire Force should be coming out the soonest, I believe. I could be wrong, but I think it'll probably come out like between like today, tomorrow, and like Tuesday, something like that. Within like 4 days, basically. So yeah, stay tuned for all that good stuff. You already know I do all this shit every week. And please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.